Everyday English Podcast
by English Talking Today.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to English Talking Today. I'm David, and wow, I am so happy you are here with me today. Whether you are listening on your way to work, relaxing at home, or maybe sitting in a coffee shop somewhere, welcome. This podcast is made just for you, the English learner who wants to speak with more confidence, more fluency, and more joy. And today, we have a really, really good topic. We are talking about how to learn English fast, and I mean actually fast, with a simple, practical 21-day roadmap. So stay with me, because by the end of this episode, you are going to feel ready, motivated, and excited to start. Okay? Let's go. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever studied English for years, and still felt nervous when someone asked you a simple question in English? Maybe your mind went blank. Maybe your heart started beating fast. Maybe you just smiled and said nothing. Yeah, I know that feeling. And you know what? You are not alone. So many people feel exactly the same way. And it's not because they are not smart. It is not because English is impossible. It is because of how English is usually taught. In school, we study grammar rules, we memorize vocabulary lists, we write essays, we pass tests. But nobody actually asks us to talk, to have a real conversation, to make a mistake and keep going. And that is the real problem. Let me share a little story with you. I once knew someone, let's call him Sam, and Sam was incredible at English grammar. He could tell you every single rule. Past perfect? No problem. Conditional sentences? Easy. He could write a beautiful essay in 30 minutes. But one day, his manager at work asked him, in English, "How was your weekend?" And Sam just stood there. He looked at the floor. He said, good. And that was it. That was the whole conversation. Sam knew so much English, but he could not speak it. Does that sound familiar? I think for many of you it does. And that is exactly why today's episode is so important. So what is the solution? What is the answer? The answer is practice, real practice, consistent, meaning regular, everyday practice. And we have a plan to help you do exactly that. We call it the 21-day roadmap. Now, why 21 days? Well, research, that means studies done by scientists. Research tells us that it takes around 21 days to build a new habit. A habit is something you do regularly without even thinking about it, like brushing your teeth. You don't think, should I brush my teeth today? You just do it. That's a habit. And with this 21-day plan, speaking English can become your new habit.
We have divided the 21 days into 3 weeks. Each week has a different focus. Week 1 is about listening and getting comfortable. Week 2 is about practicing and using the language. And week 3 is about real life, going out there and actually speaking. It is like building a house. First, you build the foundation, the base. Then you build the walls. And then finally, the roof. Step by step, day by day. Okay? Let's start with week 1. Week 1. We are calling this week immersion and familiarity. Now, those are two important words. Let me explain them. Immersion, I-M-M-E-R-S-I-O-N. Immersion means surrounding yourself completely with something. Like when you jump into a swimming pool, you are surrounded by water on every side. That is immersion. In language learning, immersion means surrounding yourself with English everywhere, at home, on your phone, in the car, anywhere. Familiarity, F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R-I-T-Y. Familiarity means feeling comfortable with something because you have seen or heard it many times before. When something is familiar, it doesn't feel strange anymore. So in week 1, the goal is simple. Make English familiar to you. Make it feel normal, not scary, not foreign, just normal. And how do you do that? Step 1, listen. Just listen. Every single day, listen to English. It doesn't matter if you understand everything. That is not the goal right now. The goal is just to hear the sounds, the rhythm, the music of the language. You know, English has a rhythm, a flow, like a song. And the more you hear it, the more natural it starts to feel. You can listen to podcasts like this one. English Talking Today is perfect for this because we speak slowly and clearly. You can listen to audiobooks, YouTube videos, or radio. Just make English something you hear every day. Now, here's a really powerful technique for week 1, shadowing. Oh, this one is so good. Shadowing means listening to a speaker and repeating exactly what they say at almost the same time, like a shadow following a person. You copy their words, their tone, their speed, everything. It might feel a little bit silly at first. I know, but trust me, it works. When I started shadowing English speakers, my pronunciation, the way I say words, improved so fast. You can shadow TED Talks on YouTube. You can shadow news programs. You can even shadow this podcast. Just press play, listen for a few seconds, pause, and repeat what you heard, word for word. Try to sound exactly like the speaker. It is honestly one of the best exercises you can do. And step 3 for week 1, reading. Now, reading and listening together is very, very powerful. When you read, you see the words. When you listen, you hear the words. Together, your brain makes very strong connections. Start simple. Don't pick up a thick novel on day 1. Start with short stories. Start with subtitles. Those are the words you see at the bottom of a video. Start with simple news articles written for learners. There are websites that write news in easy English at different levels of difficulty. That is a great place to start. Reading doesn't have to be boring. You can read an English recipe. You can read an English travel blog. You can read English social media posts. Anything. Just read something in English every day.
Week 1 also includes apps. Oh, apps are amazing. We are so lucky to live in a time when there are so many free tools right there on your phone. Apps like Duolingo are wonderful for vocabulary. That means learning new words. Duolingo makes it feel like a game. You don't even realize you are studying. And there are pronunciation apps. Pronunciation means how you say a word correctly, that listen to your voice and tell you where to improve. These apps are like having a small English teacher in your pocket. Use them. And here is the golden rule for week 1, and honestly, for all 3 weeks. Consistency. 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 Consistency means doing something regularly, day after day, without stopping. You don't need to study for 3 hours a day. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up every day. Even 20 minutes is enough. Think about it. 20 minutes every day for 21 days. That is 420 minutes of English practice. That is more than 7 hours, just from 20 minutes a day. Small steps every single day lead to big results. I promise. Okay, so that is week 1. Listening, shadowing, reading, apps, and consistency. Now, let's talk about week 2. And week 2 is where things start to get exciting. Week 2 is called practice and engagement. Now, engagement, E-N-G-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. Engagement means actively participating, not just watching or listening, but actually doing something. In week 1, you are mostly receiving English, listening, reading, absorbing. In week 2, you start to produce English. You start to use it. And yes, this is where many people feel nervous. That is completely normal. Being nervous means you care. It means you are stepping outside your comfort zone. And that is exactly where growth happens. So, the first activity in week 2, talk to yourself. I know. It sounds a little bit strange, but talking to yourself in English is one of the most effective, meaning really, really useful things you can do. Narrate your day. When you are making breakfast, say to yourself, I am making eggs. I am putting butter in the pan. Now I am adding salt. When you are walking to the bus stop, think in English. Describe what you see. There is a red car. The sky is cloudy today. That woman is wearing a blue jacket. This builds fluency. Fluency means speaking smoothly and naturally without the pressure of talking to another person. It is just you, your thoughts, and English. Give it a try. The second activity, record yourself. This one is very powerful and also a little bit uncomfortable, but the good kind of uncomfortable. Use your phone to record yourself speaking English for just 1 or 2 minutes. Talk about your day. Talk about a movie you watched. Talk about your favorite food. Anything. Then listen back. I know, listening to your own voice is a little bit painful sometimes, but it is so helpful. You will hear exactly where you need to improve, and you will also hear your progress over time. Keep your recordings. After 21 days, listen to day 1 and day 21. You will be amazed at how much you have improved. The third activity in week 2 is role-playing. Role-playing means pretending, acting as if you are in a real situation to practice. For example, pretend you are at an airport in India and you need to check in for your flight. Speak out loud. Say the words you would actually say. Hello, my name is Christopher. I have a reservation. Here is my passport. Or pretend you are at a restaurant. Could I see the menu, please? I would like the chicken, thank you.
Role-playing is great because it prepares you for real situations before they happen. When the real situation comes, you are ready because you have already practiced. That is the beauty of it.
And the fourth activity, and this one is a game changer. Reach out to other English learners or speakers. A game changer is something that makes a very big, very important difference. You can join online language exchange groups. There are websites and apps where you can find people who want to practice English just like you. You can join forums, group chats, or even comment sections on English learning YouTube channels, like English Talking Today. The point is to start using English with other human beings. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to try. Start small. Maybe send a short message to someone. Say hello. Ask a simple question. Every small interaction builds your confidence. Also in week 2, mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself while looking at your own face. I know this sounds funny, but it helps so much with body language and confidence. When you speak English in real life, you are not just making sounds. You are communicating with your whole body, your face, your eyes, your hands. Practicing in front of a mirror helps you become more comfortable with that. Try it tonight, just 2 or 3 minutes. You might feel silly at first, but after a few days, you will feel more and more confident. All right, let's move forward. Let's talk about week 3. This is the final week of the 21-day roadmap, and it is the most exciting one. Week 3 is about real life and real confidence. After 2 weeks of listening and practicing, you are ready to step out, to go into the real world and use your English. Now, I understand this feels scary, very scary sometimes, but here is something important to remember. People are kind. When someone sees you making an effort to speak another language, they appreciate it, they respect it. Nobody expects you to be perfect. They just want to understand you, and you just want to understand them. That's all. In week 3, try to find real situations where you can speak English. If you live in a city, maybe a big city in India like Mumbai or Delhi, you might be able to find international events, English conversation clubs, or meetups. A meetup is an informal gathering where people come together around a shared interest. Check online for English conversation meetups near you. If you can't find one in person, there are many online. Join one, show up, introduce yourself. Even if your hands are shaking a little bit. You will survive, I promise. Another great activity for week 3, present something. This means stand up, even alone in your room, and give a short talk in English. Choose any topic you enjoy. Maybe you love cooking. Maybe you love football. Maybe you love travel. Stand up, imagine an audience, and talk about it for 2 or 3 minutes. Record it. Watch it back. You will see yourself speaking English, and that is incredibly, meaning extremely, powerful for your confidence. Incredibly is a word we use to make an adjective stronger. Incredibly powerful, incredibly helpful, incredibly exciting. Remember that word. And one more thing for week 3, and for all 3 weeks actually. Celebrate your progress. Progress means the improvement you are making. Every day you practice, you are making progress, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Celebrate the small wins. Today you learned a new word. That is a win. Today you spoke one sentence without stopping. That is a win. Today you understood a whole paragraph of English. That is a win. Don't wait until you are fluent to be proud of yourself. Be proud right now, today, because you are doing something hard and you are not giving up. Okay, before we close today, let's quickly review some vocabulary words that we used in this episode. I want to make sure these words are clear in your mind. First, immersion. Immersion means surrounding yourself completely with something, like jumping into a swimming pool. Second, familiarity. Familiarity means feeling comfortable with something because you have seen or heard it many times. Third, consistency. Consistency means doing something every day without stopping. Fourth, fluency. Fluency means speaking smoothly and naturally. Fifth, engagement. Engagement means actively participating, not just watching. Sixth, progress. Progress means the improvement you make over time. Seventh, incredibly. Incredibly means extremely. We use it to make things stronger, like incredibly useful or incredibly beautiful. And eighth, game changer. A game changer is something that makes a very big, very important difference. These are all words that will help you in everyday English conversations, so please write them down and use them this week.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode of English Talking Today. Let me leave you with this. Learning English is not about being perfect.
It is about being consistent. It is about showing up every single day and doing a little bit, even when you don't feel like it. The 21-day roadmap we talked about today, immersion in week 1, practice in week 2, and real life in week 3, is not magic. It is just simple, smart effort. And you are capable of that. I believe in you, truly. So start today, not tomorrow, today. Listen to one English podcast. Shadow one sentence. Write one word. Just start. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It really means everything to know that you are here, learning, growing, and not giving up. If this episode helped, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. Let's help each other grow. And make sure you subscribe to English Talking Today so you never miss a new episode. We have so many more great topics coming your way. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below telling me which week of the 21-day plan are you most excited about. Week 1, 2, or 3? I would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep going. You've got this. See you soon. Bye.